It is the Odd Couple. I'm Chris. He's Rob. We're broadcasting live from the TireRack.com studios. TireRack.com will help you get there. They've got an unmatched selection, fast, free shipping, free road hazard protection, and more than 10,000 recommended installers. TireRack.com is the way tire buying should be. And this is it. The last hour of the Odd Couple as we know it.
Wow.
Myself and Rob Parker. 6-year run. And Rob, I want to thank you for the wonderful video you put together or had put together.
Yep, Charlie Duncan is the editor, Chris. He works for MLB Bro. He did a great job.
Outstanding work. And I thank Charlie as well. And he, I just posted on my Instagram and on my Twitter so everybody can go there and see it. But it's wonderful, man. I really appreciate it. And as you know, we are, as great as this show has been and as much as we both have enjoyed it, we're friends first, more than this.
Show friends, right. We're not show friends.
No, we're not show friends. We are legitimate friends, and that will continue even as the Odd Couple with you and me doesn't. It'll continue with you and Kelvin Washington starting Monday, and it's going to be a great show, and I'll look forward to listening. But again, the video was great. Not as long as the ones you made for yourself.
No,
but still
right.
Nice. I'll take it.
Well, I'm just saying. Very nice touch. And all I'm going to say is, Chris, again, and I've said it earlier, just appreciate it.
Mary's learning.
I know, Mary, very
Alex,
nice.
Man.
But just the idea that we came together, we were given an opportunity. We were working separately here on Fox Sports Radio, with Mark Willard, and Don and Scott decided to put us together, which didn't normally happen, especially two black sports writers who are not former players, Chris.
Right.
Never got a chance to do a show like this, and it means a lot to us to have this opportunity, and then for it to be successful. And I think we've done. Over the years, just honest, fun, and everything we set out to do, Chris. Passionate. Right. We never cheated the listeners. We just didn't cheat them.
Right.
So
absolutely. I second everything you said. Now, this one, you talk about passionate. I know this next story is
Hold on. Before we
passionate.
get there, let me let Trucker Don say something to you, Chris.
Oh, he's still on Trucker Don.
Yep. Trucker Don, let him say something to Chris, and then we'll get into the topic. You're on the Odd Couple, Trucker Don. How are you?
Oh, that's a great.
Yes.
That's like the loudest ever.
Yes.
Thank you, Trucker Don. Thank you, man.
I bought a new truck just to get a horn big enough.
There you go. Very nice.
Man, thanks for
Thank you
calling
for taking
up,
my
brother.
call. No, I couldn't miss tonight. Thank you, Rob G, for letting me in, and Rob Parker, thanks for the introduction. I appreciate it.
No doubt.
And thanks for waiting. Chris, I'm going to talk not just for me, but for all the thousands of callers you guys have. Because, every time I talk to you guys, I tell you it's the best show ever. And what comes through with you guys is not just you guys being friends, is your knowledge is top shelf always. It's awesome. I mean, that can't be beat. But the way you guys come across to your audience and your fans, you come across. I'm like, I feel like I'm listening to friends talking to me every night. You don't talk at everybody. You talk with us all. It's awesome. Chris, I know great things are going to come from you, whatever you do next. That's awesome. And Rob, I know you're going to keep coming with the bad jokes. As a matter of fact, I told a bad joke the other day, and my granddaughter called me Rob Parker.
Oh, my. Wow, Trucker Don. Wow.
Trucker Don, man, thanks for calling up. Thanks for the kind
All the
words,
great years.
man.
And it's
really.
guys like you
Yep.
and Chris and I, when we made the decision to do this show, what did we say? We want to let the show be so that listeners could hold on to the show and call it their own and not ignore the listeners.
That's right. That's right.
And I think we did that.
That's absolutely right, man. That Trucker Don, man, he was a great listener, Rob, and great caller as well. So, with that said, do we have time to get deep into, because this we got a little
time.
So Rob G, introduce this next topic. I think Rob might fall out.
This is only fitting. Is this fitting? Is this fitting that we would end the show on this kind of?
So, guys, you opened up the show talking about Tua Tagovailoa and his unfortunate concussion. Hopefully, it's not career-ending, but it's a very serious subject, and we're hoping that he has a speedy recovery. Of course, though, you know how this news cycle works. As soon as the game ended and it became clear that not only was he going to be out next week, but potentially 4 weeks or even the rest of the season, could be a career, people started to speculate about who the next Dolphins quarterback might be, because it's obviously not Skylar Thompson. We saw that pretty clearly last night.
Yeah.
Several former NFL players, including Darius Butler, who played for a hot second with the New England Patriots, floated out one name to be the next Dolphins quarterback. None other than Rob Parker's longtime nemesis, Tom Brady.
Oh, I just threw up in my mouth.
Now, Brady's been linked to the Dolphins for years now. In fact, the Miami Dolphins were penalized by the NFL for tampering with Brady twice.
But that's because of, what's his name, Ross?
Yes, because he knows
Stephen
him
Ross
from Michigan.
No, Stephen Ross went to Michigan.
Yes.
The business
Like
school
Brady,
is named after him.
Exactly. So
that's how big he's tied into Michigan.
They tampered with him when he was with New England. They tampered with him again when he was with Tampa Bay. And Stephen Ross has been on hot to trot for Tom Brady for years now. Rob Parker, what are the chances that Tom comes out of retirement again to replace Tua in Miami?
I think it would be, Chris, ridiculous, foolish, dumb. I can't come up with other words to say why Tom Brady, who currently has the most cush job in the history of the United States, making $37.5 million a year to do 17 football games a year for 10 years guaranteed, and he ain't even good at the job yet. I mean, who walks away from that and gives up a plum? This is a plum job, and there's no way you should leave the broadcast booth to go play for the Miami Dolphins at age 55 or whatever he is. Enough
47.
already. Let Tom Brady stay
47.
and learn his craft in his next career and not wind up injured, hurt, banged up, or whatever, and give up. I'm serious when I say this. The greatest job ever made for anybody. $37.5 million to do a 2-hour football game? Are you kidding?
Well, here's the thing, Rob. It's not like he wouldn't get that same job when he came back. If he played 1 year with the Dolphins and then came back, that job would be waiting for him.
How, Chris?
How?
Yeah.
They waited a year before putting him on the air.
Okay,
again.
but now they've heard
Why
him.
wouldn't
they've
wait?
heard him. I mean, really
Nah,
waiting for
but
what?
They were training him, so they knew, what he could do. So, that job would be waiting for him. I'm convinced of that. That said, I do agree with you. I don't think Brady, and we don't have any indication that he is even entertaining this. But, Rob, I'm with you in that I don't think he should even think about this. He may think about it just because we know how much he loves football. He retired, 2 years ago? So he's only been a year removed from the game. But, Rob, at 47, now, in fairness, I couldn't envision him playing at 46. And he did. So, but still, I just think I wouldn't do it if I were him, Rob. I wouldn't do it. It is, look, their defense isn't great. They are great, they have the great weapons offensively. No, I don't think he should. Look, if he decided to, would it be fun? You might not like it. I like it. I like to watch it. It'd be a great storyline. But if I'm Tom Brady, Rob, I am sticking with my job as a broadcaster, working at that now, and football's behind me. Because he's going to have to put it behind him at some point, Rob.
Well, also, Chris, you set yourself up to be seriously hurt. For real.
Yeah, let's be honest.
Okay, like he got out played all those years, was very fortunate not to really have anything that's really hampered him or hurt him long term right now that we know of, Chris. Why wouldn't you, at this point, just say, I'm very blessed and fortunate? Not only that, I'm not that glib, I'm not that entertaining, I'm not that exciting, and I got a job on television.
Well, like I said, I do believe that job would be there, but we ultimately agree that he shouldn't come back, but we have different reasons for getting there. And Rob, just be honest.
And Chris,
you don't want to see him come back and have any even remote amount of success. You don't want him to win a game, let alone a playoff game, let alone a championship.
Let him come back where they got 3 offensive linemen missing. Go ahead, Tom Brady. I dare you, you scaredy cat. Get behind there. Go get behind that terrible line and see. You might have a 3-snap season like Aaron Rodgers. Go ahead with no offensive line.
I think Rob would take a week or 2 off if Tom Brady came back. I think you would be that upset and that despondent if he came back. But I don't think you have to worry about it. There's no way I see him coming back, Rob.
No, I would be totally stunned. I really would. At that age, and just the whole notion.
47.
Right, with that team in that AFC with all those other teams, Chris. You ain't got no clear path to the Super Bowl.
Right.
I hate to break it to you.
East isn't what it used to be. No. It's a lot tougher. Yeah.
This ain't the days when you had 6 wins going into the season because you were playing in the AFC least.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd be shocked. I mean, I didn't see him play until he was 46. So who knows? But I cannot fathom that he will come back. But let's throw it out to the listeners. 877-99 on Fox. 877-996-6369. What do you think? I mean, Tom Brady is actually being mentioned as a possible replacement by some players and fans. Not by the Dolphins, not by any reputable reporters or any reporters, period, that I know of. So it's not a story, but it kind of is because it's on social media. What do you think about the notion of Tom Brady coming back to play for the Dolphins? Would you like to see it? 877-99 on Fox. It's the Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio.